Good morning, everybody. This is Bill, the Fox Body Phantom. Today we are here in Attleboro at Lassellet for the second weekend in a row. This one's a little bit of a different show. This is for the Rebeckha, Lynn, Whitefield Foundation. So it is a charity show. I am also someplace that is very near and dear to me, Lassellet Shrine. I wanted to get this view for you because you can see they're putting up the Christmas lights. In like a month from now, my wife and I will be here celebrating our annual Christmas tradition of coming to these lights. I've been coming here legitimately since I was 5 years old. I love this place. I've been coming here for most of my life. We came with my family. We had a little bit of a lull as a teenager. My wife and I started getting back in the tradition like 20 plus years ago. So if you've never been here, please come and check it out. It is beautiful. They do an amazing job of lighting up this whole shrine. It's gorgeous here, so please come check it out. But I did want to come over and share this show with you guys. Should be pretty cool. Should be a lot of cool stuff here today. Have a lot of fun. And I love, I love kind of going and doing the hobby. It's always a great time. It's good seeing you, brother. How you doing? So I look forward to sharing some cool cars with you, but let me stop talking. Let's get to it, and let's go check out some cool cars. Shoot all the cool stuff up here today. This is a really nice 97 Cobra. These were 300 horsepower, 300 foot-pounds of torque, the 5-speed manual transmission. I'm a big fan of the SN95s. I think they kind of get a little bit of unloved. I do like the new Edge version of the SN95s better. I think that just, to me, I like the body style better. But this was really important when this car came out. After the Fox bodies, Ford needed something, you had that really long run. This car was paying tribute again back to the original Mustangs from 64 and 65. They went back to that kind of fastback style. They put that scoop in the back, and they had that, that body line that went through that really mimicked the 64 and 65 Mustangs and 66. What's cool on these, and again, I will tell you, for having owned a couple of SN95s, the best mod you can make in this is that strut tower brace. That strut tower brace that you add into this car absolutely makes this front end significantly tighter. The car feels better, it handles better. This is a nice looking version in white. I like the seats, the interior is really sharp. So, I don't share a ton of SN95s, especially the earlier ones, so I wanted to share this. It's a really nice. Recently at all the shows we've done, we've bumped into a bunch of the more modern bullets, so the ones from just a couple of years ago. I haven't seen a lot of these recently, so this is the 08. I think out of all the bullets, like this one, I think I've said it before, was probably the truest to what the car was in the movie. It was just super simple. They got rid of like almost all the badging. You added in that brushed aluminum dash. You had that bullet, center steering wheel cap. The wheels were pretty true to what they were trying to do back then. And then, you got rid of the spoiler. The color's so cool on this car. I just am a big fan. I think they've done a great job on these. And I really like these bullets. But like I said, I've not seen a lot of these recently. I've seen a ton more of the newer bullets. Now, we've got a 2021 Challenger right here. I'm going to shoot this just for one reason. I had a 5.7 2012 Challenger in this same color combination, the black and red. I think it's such a good looking car. I think I've said this on a video a while ago. It's the one car I truly regretted getting rid of. I actually sold it because I had the opportunity to get an 88 Mustang notchback project car with original owner, low miles. It was like a drag spec car, no AC, no power, anything, no radio. And I sold the Challenger to start to rebuild that. I got up on the lift and, started to work on it, and the strut towers were shot. There was just too much rust everywhere, and I regret selling my 2012 because I thought it was the best looking car and the best driving car I probably owned. It was just so comfortable. So I do like this, especially in this color combo. Really liking this 69 Dodge Dart GTS or GT Sport. There's a couple of cool, unique features on it. Obviously, the color's great on the car. I love the blue with the white stripe. I love the original, Mopar wheels. But there's a couple things on this car I thought were very cool, right? So it's a 4-speed car, but it's a bucket seat car, no console, and no factory tack. So this is pretty interesting, right? And you can see on here, we actually have the 383 4-barrel right on the hood, which I really like the hood on these too. So this is the 383 car in blue. Very sharp, but it's just cool. I like to see something that's neat like this, and again, to see it as a again, no console, no tack, 4-speed car with the 383 is very cool on this, and I love the color. We've seen a bunch of darts this year. I think 69, I really like these body proportions of the car. I just think they just did a really nice job with it, and it's just a good looking car from this year. So you see this little Mustang coupe, and you sometimes would walk by it. I wanted to slow down. This is a 64 and a half. It's a 260. It's a very pretty car. I want to talk just for a second about how important this car is, right? So in April of 1964, Ford showed off the Mustang, and it was an instantaneous hit. So much so that they actually put the 64.5s into production because they had 22,000 ordered the day after they showed this car off. So this car came out in like April, I think it was April 17th, 1964. The following day, 22,000 people put an order in for this car. This car took off. In the first year, they had the 260 right out of the Falcon. The second year, they would go to the 289. But again, yeah, same block, a little bit different internals. But again, this car was so important to the hobby, and again, just kind of really changed how a lot of car companies thought how they could sell a small, sporty car. This car just struck a chord with everybody. You know, I think about the first gen Mustangs a lot, how I think about the current generation Wranglers. Like, everybody in the world will drive a Wrangler. It could be the, you know, the college kid, it could be the richest guy out there. You go to a country club, you're never surprised. The Mustangs were the same way back then. This car came out and it just captured the imagination of everyone. If you were a secretary or a college kid, you could buy the straight six, you know, 3-speed automatic and get a really good economical car. By 65, you could have a fastback Shelby GT 350. So like every version of that you could want of this car was out there. And this is a beautiful version of a 64.5, but I wanted to share it because I think it's really important. And I think people don't understand the influence that this car had in a lot of instances. Like I said, 1 million cars between 64.5 and 66, 22,000 orders the day after this car was shown the first time in April of 64. Super cool. Okay, our next car we're going to shoot up here today is this very cool 1965 Corvette convertible. This car has a lot of really cool touches that were added on to the car by the owners, and I think it really works well together. They did a really nice job of making a custom Corvette that looks factory, right? Because you have the 67 Stinger hood on the car. We've added the side pipes on it, kind of the knockoff style wheels. It's got the 325 horse, 327. But it's obviously been bored over. It's putting out 425 horsepower now. They did a really nice job under the hood of adding some dress up, but not making it like overly ostentatious where it looks out of place in the car. I think the side pipes look incredible. The wheels look great. Really nice black interior. You can see they've also added in a smaller steering wheel from probably a more modern Corvette to maybe make it a little bit more livable. A lot of people don't realize with these C2s, you can't go in and adjust really like the steering, right? There's not a lot of adjustments in these cars, so you either fit in them or you don't, right? That's just kind of the reality with a lot of the C1s and C2s. This is a beautiful version of the car. Looks great in the red, so thank you for bringing it out and sharing. It's a really nice car. Let's talk about Ted's 63 Corvette convertible. I just shot that really cool custom 65. So this car is more original than what we saw in the 65, but it does have a couple of different aftermarket things. The biggest one for me that I noticed is the knockoff wheels. So in 63, you could get a 2-bar version of the knockoff as an option, but most of the 63s, it was not really an option for that car. It was really the wheel covers with the knockoff styles. The knockoff wheels became more prevalent in 64. This is a 327 car, 300 horse. It is obviously a manual car, but you know, Ted and I were chatting. He's had this car for a while, and he enjoys the car, right? Lives on a dirt road, so he's like, I got a couple imperfections, but I love it because I think this is a really high-end driver, and I love the style. When you look at it, you can see the fins in 63. Those would change almost every year on the C2s, which always blows my mind that Chevy was spending the money to retool the front fenders every year to change these fins. Now, they didn't change every year, but there were slight variations, you know, each year, and until you got to the last year, right, when it went to that wide open fin. I think this is just a really cool car, and I appreciate you sharing it with us. And I really wanted to showcase the differences on that 65 Custom versus this more stock 63. Like I said on that steering wheel, I know why they added the smaller steering wheel on that 65, because you either fit in this car or you don't, right? There's not a lot of room. Like I said earlier, you kind of either fit into that space or it's tight. So a lot of folks will add in that custom smaller steering wheel from a newer Corvette. I think I like the way this just looks original. So very cool 63. We're gonna shoot Tom's beautiful 1970 Cutlass in green. Now, I saw this car from far away and I thought it was a 442 from a couple of reasons. I saw the trumpet exhaust in the back, which was the main kind of indication on the 442s. The hood was up, it's a 455 car. Tom, again, making me smarter. This is a Cutlass S. This car was factory, came out as an option with a 455, so it's a 455 car, turbo 400. It does have the trumpet exhaust. This car was restored 15 years ago. It is beautiful. I love the Krieger SS's. It really feels right for this car. Also from a 70 with the vinyl roof in this color, again, it gives me the absolute right vibes. Tom and I were chatting, he's like, well, it's nothing special, it's not a 442. I think it's more special because you're gonna see a lot more 455 442s than you see the Cutlasses. Has the Cutlass interior. Now, Tom told me he did add the 442 steering wheel into it, but it is a, you know, a bench seat car. It's pretty straightforward, column shift automatic, turbo 400. But man, what a great looking car. And we'll come over here again and you can see those trumpet exhausts down there. Again, usually a key indicator of a 442. So if I was behind this car not paying attention, I would absolutely think it's a 442, but I love the uniqueness and, you know, how rare this Cutlass S is with the big block. Very cool car, Tom. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely beautiful 69 Charger RT 440 car. I wanted to slow down for a second on the 440, 426 conversation. You know, if you talk to Mopar guys, it's sacrosanct to say that you want anything other than a 426, right? Everybody wants a 426. Here's what I will tell you. The 426 was the high revving, high horsepower car. The 440 was the torque monster. Like if you were drag light to drag light and you were doing a race, like you're more likely to win in a 440 as much as you are in a 426, but it's a much less finicky. The 426 was absolutely going to kill you on the top end. It would rev significantly higher. But man, I would tell you, if I had my druthers and I had one of these Chargers, I probably would go with the 440 cars. They're much easier to live with. They have all the torque in the world. All the power comes in at the low end of the power band, unlike the 426 that you got to rev up. And if you see a 426 automatic car, you absolutely do not want a 426 automatic. You want a 426 manual car, or if you're gonna get an automatic, you want the 440. The 440 with the automatic, with that torque flight, can absolutely take advantage of that torque. So if I were kind of optioning one of these cars back in '69, I think this is the way I probably would have gone. I love the green. I also love that it's a green on green car. It's just super cool. And this is an absolutely gorgeous version of that '69. So I'm gonna shoot this really cool 1970 Torino GT. Again, the Torinos are cars I don't see all that often. This is a really big, beautiful cruising car with a 302. This is a 302 C4 automatic. I like the car because of what it is. It's a this is a second owner. Car is under 50,000 miles. It's in the bright yellow. I love the interior on the car. I love this color. And you think about these cars, this would have been somebody's family car, right? We love these cars now. I think everybody wants to hot rod everything up, and not everything was a hot rod back in the day. Even if you had a V8, right? Even if it said GT, remember, GT used to stand for like Grand Tourer. Everyone wants GT to be this, you know, iconic race sporty car. GT is a Grand Touring car. This is a great example of a Grand Touring car. It's big, it's comfortable, it's got a V8, but you can go in and cruise all day. You're not going to use a ton of fuel, right? It's much more fuel efficient, because this car, again, on the GT, this was the base motor. We could do a 351, we could do a 390, we could do a 429. All those cars are great if you're looking for straight line performance, but this car is close to 20 feet long. And a 20-foot long car with a V8, this is a great car to get on the highway and enjoy. I love the car, I love the color. Thank you for sharing this beautiful 1971 Camaro. I just got a chance to talk to the owner. Now this is an LS3. It is a Tremec 5-speed in the car. Love the color. The paint is beautiful. I'm hoping you can see what I'm seeing right here in the paint, because when the sun hits it the right way, this paint is absolutely incredible. I love the paint in the car. It's very sharp. And it was funny, like talking to the owner, we were just laughing a little bit. I'm like, what's the horsepower? She's like, about 500. And I love that we're in a world right now where we act like 500 horsepower isn't a ton. This car is beautiful. Vented and drilled brakes. Looks like, you know, I really like the wheels that are on here as well. The interior is sharp, but just a beautiful 71 Camaro. Super excited to shoot this car, this 89 Formula Firebird 5.0. I shared with you when I had my Fox body back in the military, my buddy Scott had a Formula Firebird. It was, obviously not this car, but this was exactly the spec he had. Manual car, 5-liter, this color with these wheels. I love this car. Obviously you could get it in a 5.7 with the automatic, but the 5.0 with the manual was kind of the most desirable version. I love the blue on this. These are my favorite wheels of the 80s. Like I said, they're just in front of the Grand National wheels and the 10-hole Mustang wheels. This car is gorgeous. Like I said, I love the color on it. It's super cool. This was the car when I bought my Fox body that I raced my buddy Scott in the military, beat me, and I started dumping money into my car to have fun with it. But I love it. Like I said, it's the exact color, the exact wheel, same spec. So I've talked about the formulas, but I've not seen that same spec. This is the car back in the day, you know, when Bill was first getting into, you know, putting money and racing his cars back, and this was the car that was the catalyst for me to start putting money and customizing my car. So super cool. Guys, let's shoot Tom's super cool 55 Chevy. I was just talking to Tom. He's had this car for 30 years. This car was painted in the 80s. I love the orange on this car. It stood out like crazy to me. I was saying to Tom, there was a custom in one of the old car magazines back in the day. There was like a 57 Chevy, and its nickname was Cheese Whiz. It was this orange car, and man, when I saw Tom's car, this absolutely brought me back to that point in time. It's beautiful. Tom has a 427, putting out 530 horse. It's a manual car. Look at how nice the interior is on this. So, and Tom's done a great job of integrating the original classic part of it with the modern gauges you need to make sure the car runs. Looks like it has a nice upgraded speakers in the car. The car is absolutely stunning. The color is incredible. The louvered hood, the wheels look great on it. So Tom, thanks you for sharing this. And the fact that this car was painted over 30 years ago is wild. It is beautiful. Before we left, but this was a kind of cool 70 Nova with the straight six, or the inline six, right? And it sounds pretty cool too. Like, it doesn't sound bad, except the rally wheels on it. I wanted to share it because it's different, but I love the fact they've kept the 6-cylinder and haven't changed it. That's awesome on the car. So I didn't want to get to this one. Sorry I missed you and didn't get to shoot the whole thing, but it's very cool. Guys, we're getting to the end of the year. I'm going to shoot a couple of very cool Ford motor product. Now, one's a Mercury, one's a Ford. We're going to start with this 84 Mustang GT convertible. This is Rick's car. I actually shot this car last year at a video. The car is for sale. Really nice ARE wheels, beautiful condition. If you're looking for a really nice Mustang convertible for a reasonable price, right? It is an automatic, anybody can drive it. The silver looks great on the car. It was a Ford executive car. Now, when you're thinking about, like, do I want a Mustang convertible, this is a great option for you because it really hits on the 4-ride Fox, which is a great looking version of this car. I really like this interior. It's incredibly clean, but anyone can drive this car and enjoy it, guys. It's a convertible. The top goes down in the summer. You think about next season, you get out and enjoy the heck out of the car. It's a great looking car. The silver with the black accents looks incredible. The wheels really do complement the car. And as you see under the hood, it's a beautiful version. It's in great shape. So I wanted to share this one again. We've actually seen this car at a few different shows. It's a really nice car. So if you're looking for something nice, you know, please reach out. The phone number is 508-930-3762. He's asking $18,000. You could do so much worse for more money on a Fox body. You know, you guys know I'm the Fox body guy. This is a beautiful car. If you're looking for one, check this one. All right, I promise you two very pretty Ford products. So we have this beautiful 67 Mercury Cougar, 289, 2-barrel C-code car, around 200 horsepower, C4 automatic. This car has a pretty cool story. So this car started life in Delaware, spent a lot of its life out in LA, came back to New England, went into the Lars Anderson Auto Museum, which I was just at yesterday, America's oldest auto museum, became a raffle car. The owner of this car actually bought it from the second owner. So it's a 3-owner car, believed original 77,000 miles. The car is very sharp. It looks great in this blue. I love the matching interior in the blue as well. You know, console shift automatic, really nice interior. Again, if you're a Mustang guy and you want something different, this is kind of like a better version of the 67 Mustang if you're buying a coupe, because I think the style just stands out on these. You guys know I like stuff that's different and unique. So if you're looking for like a 67 Mustang but you want something a little different, I think these Cougars are criminally underrated. The bodies are beautiful. This one looks super sharp. And let me share the information for you. Like I said, it's a 289 car. It's got the Marty report. He has it's an AC car, added front disc brakes. It is a power steering, power brake car. 774-254-0383, $29,000. Really sharp car. I shoot this 92 C4 Corvette for a couple of reasons. One, I owned a 93 in white. Love the car. My cousin Bob has it now. He's enjoying the heck out of it. I've known the owner of these cars, actually the last two owners I've known for like the last 5 or 6 years. They are the epitome of Corvette guys. These are guys that love the hobby, love Corvettes. Like, if you want to buy a Corvette from somebody, you want to buy it from these guys. They've had multiple vets, C3s, C4s. He has a C6 right now that's immaculate. I judged it at the Endicott show. It was the highest judged Corvette I had that day. Like, these guys put the energy and effort into making these cars flawless. Take a look at this C4, guys. Car has like 40,000 miles. He's asking $19,000 for it. The phone number is 781-727-2640. The OptiSpark has been replaced. But look under the hood of this car, guys. Like, everything in this car is flawless. The detailing that goes into this car has won 9 awards at local shows over the last 3 years. Again, if you were looking for a C4, I would tell you, as a guy who's owned a C4, like, you could not go wrong with this. Plus, It is a red leather interior, which is super desirable. The only thing that someone may want would be maybe a body colored top or a manual, but if you're looking for like a really nice car, just like I talked about with that Cougar, if you're looking for a nice car that you can go and enjoy today, also win shows with, I'm telling you right now, if you put this in a class with other C4s, you are going to do well in the shows. It is such a nice version of the car. You can also get the saw blades to go back on it. Those wheels are relatively cheap. People are selling them on Marketplace all the time. But look at this car. I mean, everything on this car is flawless. When we talk about the level of detailing he does on this car, and for me, this is my cousin Bob, who has my 93 now, or his 93. He had a white 90 with the red interior. So this brings back a ton of memories. I would tell Bob to maybe get this if he didn't have mine already, or my old one. But man, if you're looking for a C4, you absolutely want to get this C4. Talk to George, like I said, 781-727-2640. This is the nicest C4 around. And again, this is the time to buy, guys. Guys, you're ready to put them away for the winter. Maybe there's a little wiggle room. I don't know what he has for wiggle room, but I will tell you, he's much less likely to do that in the spring, where he's got 9 months of driving in front of him versus this. So again, great car. Please take a look at it if you're looking for a C4. All right, guys, let's talk about my Phantom favorite up here. It is super loud, so I'm gonna have to get very close to my microphone. But we're gonna shoot this 69 Mach 1 in black jade. This is a 428 big block car from the factory in that rare black jade color. I love the color contrast in the black jade with the yellow. This is also a C6 automatic car. You can see the interior is original. So this car was a Mecum car. It came out of Mecum 3 years ago. The owners had it for 3 years. What he showed me on here, when I was looking at it, like I thought the hood looked wrong because the whole thing looked matte. But as you can see with that black jade, the matte goes to the edge, and there actually is the color that goes into the lip. So if this was like a blue or an orange, that'd be much more noticeable. You can see we've got the shaker hood on the car. I've talked before, in the 69 Mach 1s, you have the 4 headlights, you have the side scoop, and you have the Mach 1 stripe versus the Mach 1 molding. I think 69 is the better looking version of the Mach 1. And again, you very rarely see this color, and to see this color in a big block car is very special. Beautiful car. All right, guys, another fun show up here. This is 2 weekends in a row at Lassellet. Man, I had a great time. I got to talk to a ton of people I know. We are getting to the end of the season. If you're looking for a classic car, I put a bunch of cars for sale up here. Please reach out to these guys. There's some beautiful stuff here. That Fox body, the C4, the Cougar. Guys, again, this is the time to buy if you're looking at the end of the year. I will be at a show next weekend. I'm not sure what show yet. I will also be at a show at the in Walpole at the Norfolk Aggie for Veterans Day weekend the following weekend. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you for checking out the channel. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so. We've got a couple more weeks of content, and then we are working on a ton of fun stuff for the winter. I will see all of you at the shows.